Hello there, Simon Hangle from Tora Kukri again. I'd just like to show you this wonderful cookery from the WW1 era, most likely WW1. Beautiful, beautiful balance to it. Now it's a little bit heavier than cookery of that era normally, but quite a lot of the officers' cookery were quite heavy, and of course the Mark 1s were extremely heavy. Now this one weighs 674 grams. So a very light Mark 1, but it's got a really good balance. Now we know this type was carried in World War One. There's a picture of 1st Gurkha Rifles Subedar carrying a kukri. Obviously you can't see the blade because the kukri's in the scabbard, but with a very similar handle to this. A silver band there and a beautifully decorated butt cap there as well, also silver by the way. The bolster there is also silver, and it has a very nicely done decoration by the top of the spine. The fullers are beautifully done. Both of these fullers are beautifully done. So that's what we would class as a dewy Chirra. Just an excellent cookery. Beautifully made. Now we think these were made in Kurman somewhere, but we're not entirely sure. I mean, I have got one with the stamp saying Kurman on it, and I've seen others with the Kurman stamp on it as well. But so it would seem that officers seem to go for, or certain officers anyway, seem to go for cookery like this, made in the Kurman area. In fact, there's a one very similar to this with a single fuller, so Angola, in one of the small little museums in Flanders, which is picked up off the battlefield. So they were obviously, quite favoured by officers of that particular period, and I can understand why. It's not only a beautiful cookery to look at, but if you're in the trenches, what's an awesome cookery for an officer to be having? And of course, the officer wouldn't have to look after it either. I mean, his orderly would polish it and clean it at the end of the day and make sure the scabbard was dry before he put the cookery back into the scabbard and all that sort of thing as well. In actual fact, a good example of that is Hayter, when his orderly took his, as he calls it, his personal cookery off him and cleaned it, dried out the scabbard before putting the cookery back in. In fact, Hayter goes charging off after an Afghan not long afterwards with his cookery, and it's a wonderful story. But these cookery are just superb. I mean, I love them to bits. The scabbards are beautiful as well. On this particular one, it has silver at the top there, and that's really nicely done on the other side. Of course, the scabbard's a bit old and it's falling apart. The chap at the end is beautifully done as well, also silver as well. Unfortunately, the chap Maccancarders didn't come with this one, but one would suspect that they were beautifully done as well. There's an example similar but smaller than this one in the Gurkha Museum in Winchester. Unfortunately, they don't have it on display, so that's a bit of a shame. There are some cookery they've got in their store that really ought to be on display. They are fabulous. But anyway, what a lovely cookery to own and to have. And if you get the chance to have one of these, please do, because they are absolutely awesome cookery. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed looking at the cookery. I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care of yourselves and have a great day. Thank you very much for watching.